welcome back to the second part of intentional parenting. I hope you had a really good week, and I know that there was a lot of stuff that we covered last week. It was quite a long video, but it's really the introduction and the mindset within which you really want to enter intentional parenting. So just to go over a few important points, what we covered last week, the main points were about having this paradigm shift that we want to achieve, where we are being parented at the same time by our own children, to being called to our own expansion and our own search for the parts of us that need more integration. They're just bringing it up to the surface for us, in a more conscious way. So that's really the big piece that you want. And for some, the paradigm shift could come really quickly. For others, it's more difficult. It takes time to wrap your brain around the idea. So that's a big first piece that we covered. We also talked about really being present. What does that mean to be present in your parenting? And we will go through that a little bit more today. And then we talked about what are the components of intentional parenting, being those three things. We talked about the self, the relationship, and the environment. And what we're going to do now is we're going to dissect those three parts to make sure that we know what we're looking at, what we're looking for, in order to have these three big pillars of intentional. I want you to think about it like a triangle. And we have the self, we have the relationship, we have the environment. And if you remove one and stick to only one of them, the whole thing falls apart, right? It's just like a table that has three legs. You take one off, it's gonna fall, right? We need to absolutely address all three pieces and make sure that all three pieces are there in order for intentional parenting to really work. Parents will tell me all the time, yeah, we tried this, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work, right? But it doesn't work because all three pieces have not been looked into. A lot of times parents want to focus on the child only and on the behavioral pieces that we need to do, that the child needs to do, the discipline that we have to put in, the rewards, the strategies, and all that good stuff. But that can't work unless the other pieces are there. So we're going to start with the self. I want us to look at really the most important piece, and it's the hardest one to actually look at because this is the one that represents you, and it's hard for us to perceive ourselves the way that others perceive us.